To be one, praising the achievements of his government, and two, attacking the Congress party. This seems to be the broad motive. And I suppose that, it's not surprising that you get politics even at this level. I don't want to draw any major conclusions from any of this. One thing that, of course, concerns all of us is the issues he did not address. There was no reference whatsoever to unemployment. There was no reference in his speech to the problems that people are facing, ordinary people in our country, because of inflation, which is linked, of course, to the fact there's been a terrible loss of incomes. 80% of the Indian population reports a decline in incomes in the last 10 years. And that's why inflation hurts, because you don't have enough money in your pocket to buy things. There was no reference to Manipur, which we are very concerned about as a part of our country that is bleeding. And there was no reference to the India-China border, where, unfortunately, in the course of this government, we have seen a disadvantageous situation develop across the line of actual control between India and China, where a number of patrolling points where the Indian Army was able to patrol in the past, along with the Chinese Army, now we are no longer able to access them. So all of this suggests that we are on the back foot in a number of areas, and the government simply doesn't want to talk about them. And the Prime Minister's failure to address these matters remains a matter of concern. But you can't say much more than any of this, because obviously politics took prime place in the Prime Minister's calculations as to what to say. Well, as you know, I'm in the Lok Sabha, not the Rajya Sabha, so I wasn't present when he said this. I'm not sure how it came across, but I will say that the fact that for more than a year since the troubles erupted there in May of 2023, his silence and his refusal to even go there speaks volumes. I think this is something which we have been in despair about for quite some time, that the government not only errs sometimes in its inattention to a major problem, but then remains in complete denial about it. Now, if he has addressed it today, I'm glad he's done so. But the situation in Manipur is far from normal from everything I'm hearing. And we heard a very impassioned speech by one of our MPs from Manipur, talking about the pain and anguish of the people there, which I think is the level of feeling that people in Manipur have, that the BJP government and the Prime Minister cannot afford to be oblivious of.